everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Today's matchup features two teams looking for a win. It's the Redskins coming in at 4-4, going up against the Cowboys, who come in at 5-3. With that, let's welcome in our fine broadcast team. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Dallas Cowboys and the Washington Redskins. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. One man in the backfield, Elliott. They go play action here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up second down. Here's the offense, and I don't know what more you can say at this point in his career about Jason Witten.
You just give him full respect. This is a guy who knows how to do everything on the football field. Not just catch the ball, but huge in the run game with his blocking at the line of scrimmage.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. And they're not going to get this one off in time. It'll be a delay. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass.
Let's go!
On second down, Elliott. Oh, nice move. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13. And now a look at the Washington defense.
Ryan Kerrigan is an example of bringing the best of you from college to the NFL and remaking your game. Terrific guy causing fumbles at Purdue, has done the exact same thing in the NFL, then lost weight and became an absolute terror rushing the passer.
And this opening drive not going to plan. This is now 3rd and 13.
Let's go!
3rd and long for Prescott. He's going to go for a big play downfield, and he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Back deep here, Jamison Crowder. Now it's Crowder. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Redskins will take possession with a 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. Now the first carry for Matt Jones. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And this O-line, it is the lifeblood of the offense.
They establish the tone. Mean, nasty, physical. They can't wait to get after people. That allows the rest of the offense to feel confident.
Here's a carry now for Keith Marshall. And some room to roam now. Oh, the hurdle. And now off to the races down the right side. Touchdown, Washington. Keith Marshall, his third touchdown now on the year. And the Redskins have taken a first-quarter lead. It's good, and the Redskins take a 7-0 lead. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys are a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
And now they have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here. A big run that time by Elliott. 58 yards on the ground. Now a play fake here on first down. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it. He's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. And the offense in that middle ground here on 3rd down, 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. A solid pickup of 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag. Completed it very well.
Shift together here from the D-line. They come out here in the eye. They'll try to run it with Morris. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Alfred Morris, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. And it's no good. He misses the extra point, and this remains a 7-6 game. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And not a particularly good return here as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And a look at the defense for the Cowboys.
Malcolm Jenkins entered the NFL as a cornerback and has transitioned to safety, but still retains his good coverage skills.
Now Jameis on second down. Out to the left here to Reed. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
And that's the kind of pass that adds up over time, Brandon. You may not have picked up a first down there, but if you keep chipping away at it, eventually big plays may result.
Third down and 4. They'll come out in the pistol. Time running out here on the play clock. Now Winston. And Paul has it. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
Oftentimes we think of those tough yards as grinding yards that a running back has to pick up. How about the tight end there picking up the first down in that situation?
That's what he's there for, right?
Big fella, get it to him. Let him fight off some people and pick up the necessary yardage.
First down and 10 now for the offensive group. Again, we'll see the pistol here. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Well, good luck there as a ball carrier. You get handed that football, look up, oh, there's a big D tackle ready to swallow you whole for a loss.
Yeah, you kind of count on your guys to give you at least a little bit of time, a little bit of space to try and maneuver, but not on that one. And when you have a defensive tackle who is that strong, that agile, he's a lot.
Looking for Crowder, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Nolan Carroll. And they take possession 2 yards away from midfield at the 48-yard line. They come out here in the eye. A first down carry by Elliott. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
For that kind of run on first down, that's a winning type of a run. That just sets things up for them moving forward as they begin the drive.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. A second down throw for Prescott. And this one caught by Dez Bryant. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Offense comes to the line now, first and 10. One man in the backfield, Elliott. And they'll give it to him here. Stays on his feet. Down to the 30 after a gain of 3. And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here.
Here we go.
Now it's a bootleg with Prescott. This will be caught inside the 10. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. And from the 9-yard line now, it's first and goal. Now Elliott. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. They'll try again with Elliott. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on third and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
And it'll be a minimum pickup here as it will take us to the end of the first quarter. Sitting alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin as it is Cowboy football to begin quarter number 2. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. Interesting. A chip shot field goal here would give them the lead, but instead, they're going on 4th down. They'll run it with Elliott, and he is going to lose yardage here. Ezekiel Elliott unable to punch it in, and the Redskins are able to come up with a goal line stand. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
So the offense looking at a 2nd and 8. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. The wide receiver moving to a new spot. Now a 2nd down throw for Winston. Caught on the right side, Reed. And he's brought down after a good gain. That goes for a gain of 31.
And that was a heck of a shot right there by Jameis Winston. Boy, he has a superior right arm, doesn't he? You saw him play baseball.
Yeah, he's actually a switch hitter in baseball. Outfielder, and then, of course, a very hard-throwing pitcher. That's translated well in the National Football League.
That it has. When he has to make that throw on a line, he's got plenty of arm to do it.
They'll send a receiver in motion left. The first down throw for Winston. Out to the left, it's complete to Jackson. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Fresh set of downs here. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
2nd down following the run. A carry for the longtime fullback, Mike Tobin. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
Now, how about that call handed to the big guy in that situation? Normally you think of him as a real short yardage runner, but in this case they trust him to get a few more yards than that. I remember an old New York Giants quarterback, a Super Bowl winning quarterback, telling me he loves offense coordinators who call the plays with a little bit of abandon.
On 1st and 10, Winston. Pryor has it complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
This offense is in rhythm now, just accumulating first downs and moving the ball downfield.
And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. And here's Marshall. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Inside the red zone, and that means don't come away from there with anything less than 3 points, but everyone's thinking about 6. They're trying to get to the end zone. They decide to run a toss. Big people up front being mobile and moving, and a running back trying to follow behind them to find yardage, and that's exactly what he did.
Second down, Winston. He's got time. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the first and goal.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now they empty the backfield and motion the man left. First down and goal, the offense. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Mike Tolbert, his first touchdown on the year. And the Redskins are going to add on to their lead. And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6. Here's the Redskins now as their kick unit will send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Here's the Dallas offense now heading back out onto the field. And last time they had it 4th and goal, rolled the dice, didn't get it. Now they've got to put that behind them, try to put together another drive.
A simple tip of the cap, a nod of the head to the defense. Congratulations, you got us last time. But you didn't hold us the whole time. We got down to position. We were able to be in position to score. Let's go ahead and attack again. Continue to have that kind of confidence. Not worry about the one play that didn't allow.
Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
And got his man complete. That one goes for 34 yards. And that leads to a Washington first down.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield. Those guys made that play possible.
Winston now to throw on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll make it second down.
Well, he did a nice job keeping his eyes downfield, waiting for someone to get open. But once the pressure forced his eyes down to see the rush, it was time to make a break for it.
And the 2-minute warning lurking. This will probably be the last play before we hit it.
Yeah, they want to get themselves in position to score in this last shot before the clock hits.
Now it's a bootleg with Winston. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A minute 57 to go in this first half. Back to FedEx Field following this short break. Now Jones. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And ready now for 2nd and 9. One man in the backfield. That's Jones. Now Jameis on 2nd down. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. And now here come the Cowboys. Now last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They start on the ground with Elliott. Cuts it out to the sideline. It's a pickup of 19. And the Cowboys are going to get a first down.
Really good, skillful, tough running throughout this contest. Picked up first down after first down. He's got to have a nickname, doesn't he? How about the human first down machine? I think that fits.
They come out here in the eye. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice run there, 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, probably right on the edge of breaking into something really big. So the defensive guys right now are talking about, okay, what can we do to slow him down before he truly gets started?
They come up in an offset eye. Here's Elliott, and he'll get it down here to the 43. At 5 yards on the play there, the drive will continue.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
Come on, let's go. Right round.
On 1st and 10, Prescott. Caught left side, Williams. And he is out of bounds, just a yard or two shy of the 30.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? They'll try the sweep with Elliott. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. Tackle made there by Mason Foster.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5 on 3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. 2nd down, Prescott. Throw right side, complete to Williams. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. He's got a man. It's Williams. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And Bailey able to knock it through. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we'll send you down the coast to Orlando, where we check in with our friend Larry Ridley and the EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Slants are so tough to cover because everything happens so fast. But sometimes it happens too fast for the guy catching the ball because all of his movements have to be quick off the line of scrimmage, and then all of a sudden the ball's right on top of you. And maybe he got a little bit ahead of himself there.
Yeah, a lot of times coming in with good pace, and he dropped it. On 2nd down, Winston again. And Reed with it over the middle. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Paul bringing it in. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
He went full scale, loose, flexible, finding a way to catch the ball in some traffic for a key first down.
Yeah, really a nice job of adjusting to the ball in the air. Not the most accurate of throws, but able to adjust and make the grab. A give to Jones. And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. every defense is still going to say their number one goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Another pistol look here. This is Marshall. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
As I watch that play unfold, stereotypes were being broken left and right. As a corner, you're often back there guarding against the pass. But how about that diagnosis and read and getting into the backfield and making a nice play and a tackle?
To throw is Winston. He's going to fire, and that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Washington. Jamison Crowder, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Redskins find a way to stretch their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Cowboys offense now, they head out for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done.
Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Jameis now on first down. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. So out come the Cowboys now as their offense gets set to take over. And they hit the home run last drive. 1 play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time John? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
They come out here in the eye. A second down throw for Prescott. Going right side, he has Witten. Touchdown, Cowboys. Jason Witten, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown.
Here we go.
They'll try and throw for it. Escaping the pressure right. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2. They don't get it. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
Now the Redskins offense, they get set to go back to work here. And last time, 1-play interceptions. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play act. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
All right, Brandon, you know me as well as anyone. You know I don't usually advocate abandoning things during a game, but here we are in the second half. I think it's time to change things up. Let the running game go a little bit. Let's get to the passing game, and if you still want to get in the hands of the runner, maybe you swing it to him, throw it to him a little bit, try it that way. Give him credit for batting it away, but unable to come up with the interception, and sometimes that joke does come true. Guys are on defense for a reason. Maybe their hands aren't quite as skillful as the guys on offense, but a lot of credit on that play for just knocking it away. 3rd and 11, 5 in the secondary now.
Nickel look. They'll run it now out of the gun. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Man, wasn't that long ago that the guy playing that spot was an outside linebacker type of a guy. Now, as a defensive end, how about the speed that he used to get into the backfield and make the play?
They'll need to get the play off quickly. And Hopkins' kick is good. And with that, the lead changes hands here in this third quarter. So a good kick there, and they finish off the drive with 3.
And that should be the goal for an offense, finish each drive with points. So that's a nice job there to come away with at least something.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, give up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. Second down following the incompletion.
Here we go. Grand 38.
This is Elliott. And some room to work. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Pretty good running there, 9 yards. Sets up a 3rd and 1.
They've been running it well all game, and why not? The big guys up front, they're just having a ball, creating monster holes for their guys to run through.
They'll try and run for it with Elliott. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
He's had a big game tonight, Mom. No one's going to be overly concerned about that last play. You also know that the offense coordinator does not want to see that happen again. They want to get back to doing what they've been doing all game long.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Crowder now to return. Nearly a huge return, as it is still a very good one. 24 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Redskins offense now, they head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. They come up in an offset eye. Now Jameis on 2nd down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down. Tyrone Crawford in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. So 3rd and 20, defense in the nickel.
Surprised they didn't go with 6 DBs, the dime look.
3rd and long for Winston. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. That goes as a gain of 37 on 3rd down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And a solid run down inside the 30. Back now at FedEx Field. It's been a good one so far. Just a 2-point game here as we get set for quarter number 4. Second and very short here, less than a yard. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the 4th quarter, they're really excited because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
Give them a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. On the toss, this is Blount. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. So nothing there. I don't know that that's all in the back, though. You got to look at blocking there, don't you?
I would agree with that totally. At some point, they have to win at the point of attack. Instead, it was the defense getting it done again and holding them to no gain.
Seventh play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8. The play clock's running down. Jameis to throw it. And in incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Just looking at it from a defensive perspective, when you break the huddle in the red zone, tight end is one of the guys you've got to key on because quarterbacks want the ball in their hands fast in this position, and they want to get it to someone. And in this case, he had the play. They just didn't complete it. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Bryant, the lone receiver, left. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he'll take it ahead to the 28-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Here's Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out here in the eye. They'll run with Elliott. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
2nd down, Prescott. Completes it to Jason Witten. And he sheds a tackle. Now he's got some space. And he'll be marked down deep in Washington territory. A big play here for Dallas. 52 yards.
As we continue to advance in the NFL, as people continue to scout players, they really don't care as much about body types as they care about those guys who can make people miss, run through tackles, and gain all that additional run after catch. Anybody who has that ability, they want them on their team. But a spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. And now it's 2nd and goal. A 20th carry here for Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. Defense likely bringing pressure here. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott, his 2nd TD of the game and 16th on the season. And the Cowboys have taken the lead here in the 4th quarter. Here's Bailey now for the extra point. He missed one earlier, remember, but this time he gets it to go. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. A look at Washington as they come onto the field. Now, they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out? On any passes in the middle of the field, anyone who's going after the football is going to be conscious that it's probably going to be contested and often physically. Sometimes that leads to drops.
Time starting to run out here in the fourth. This defense just trying to keep the offense off the board and preserve this potential victory. Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. He's going to go up top again. Oh, wide open, complete. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
And so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Time for a break, and his throw's going to be incomplete. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. Second down now after the incompletion. Now Marshall looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point you've got to win at the point of attack, and on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
So a ways to go here on 3rd and 10. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. It'll be a gain of 8, but it also lead to a 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. And down by 5, they've got to go for it here on 4th down. He'll look to throw. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to...
And now we're going to get a timeout called by the Redskin defense. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Again, it's Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. The Redskins looking for another timeout, and they get it. That'll be their second, so one more chance to stop the clock here, and we'll be back. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Now Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Now hang on here. Timeout called by the defense. It'll be their third and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. On third down, Elliott. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Cut back, left sideline. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Most players will tell you that night games, while they can be fun, they're really hard to prepare for because you wake up on game day and all you want to do is get to the stadium and let's get going. But you got to bank that fire a little bit and hold it until the evening. It's almost like a Broadway premiere. Got to wait until the nighttime to go out there in front of the bright lights. And boy, has he harnessed himself really well, and now he's unleashing it on the opponents.
It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. A lot of scoring. There's no doubt about that in this one, Charles. Points.
Three chains. Ow. Caught up in my, put your head on backwards, then skate off after, engage in laughter about what just happened. Napkins get sent to mammies, is that too graphic? Catch you in traffic, you sitting daffy like stealing candy. My ceiling's absent, my wheels are massive, my friends assassins. All of us, our mothers queens and our women dancers. My rivers rapping, my fingers splashing, my gills are flapping. I bit some matches, then sip something and kiss the dragon.
I'm really rapping, no fingers snapping, them packing. Y'all slipping, my swag is dripping, so here's a napkin. What's really happening? Verbal attacking, I'm showing passion. Know what I mean? See, I'm the king like I'm from Akron. I'm going overboard. Somebody call the captain. And when it come to getting checks, I always want the fat ones. I'm so I can sing to a chandelier. My flow a glass of spade and yours a can of
Too many buttons. Not enough. These bugging, the SWAT is coming. Shoulder, no shoulder shrugging at your nugget. Sticky like acupuncture and Magnus honey. Knock on the side door 3 times and have your money. Or get to stepping like Kappa stomping. I slap. I'm having lunch with Italian Sonny. Don't ask the subject. Lord, why you took rabbit from me? He said don't ask me nothing. Too many bodies, too many bundles. Not enough. These bugging, I heard they stung you. It's gonna be trouble. We come through and catch you while you cuddle. Barrels like tunnels. Don't even mumble.
I'm back to ballin', I'm in the back full of only. Pull on the scene enough. Queen playing Pastor Troy. Ready turkey, spaghetti, and castor oil. That's turn your guillotine to a fashion show. In 4 minutes, I turn this into forensics in a foreign car with a foreign. It's long-winded, paper long, and you taking long. You just don't get it. On the phone up on Say Tony, want a song with me. Hotter than Mississippi, the summer of the 1950s. In a van full of some white. Get pulled over for swerving like hi, officer. When he asked me why I was swerving, I'm swerve, officer.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Got a mansion, a condo, a cabin. I sleep in my phantom. Dancing with the stars to the Star-Spangled Banner. I change your channel, I change your pattern. I ring your Saturn. I your madam, she get and I shake the ladder. I make her and gather and calculate the data. I listen up for the snakes or the baby rattle. I play the shadows, don't play no games. I straight get at them. I'm on a all day like it's my favorite album.
I play the salmon, the Cayman Islands. dancer. If I don't get the car first, I have a temper tantrum. I'm innovative, I demonstrated this, played it. I don't care if you owe me it. You need to pay me. I kiss your lady, then kiss the baby. Get situated, get keys off table and leave her. I really made it, get it made. Won't wrestle, cause I spatula all you action figures.
Tiny like a spider on a spud web. I got some on my thumbnail. I feed it to my girls. They say, yeah.
I'm doing this for the L. When I go, I'ma leave for the belt. I told you did like a Chevy. I want a Ferrari in yellow, just so I can match all my yellow. I've been a player since elementary. I got my bars in the penitentiary. I got a that hang several inches.
I can make it bounce by myself. 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 I can make it bounce by myself.
Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
On the car, it's like a weekend at Bernie's, and baby, you with the problem. About to get it poppin', call a Uber, cause I'm a scuba. Dive while he driving, shawty rockin', and I maneuver. I know you like it when I put it, yeah. Maybe you should bring a friend along, yeah. Now, I got paper, and I ain't gon' chase you, baby. I'm gon' take you down. Now, come on, shake it, baby, turn that around. I'm like,
oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me? Going down and the week is here. Save my soul. I can feel it coming, troubles in the air. Oh my Lord, the light is going down and the week is here. Save my soul. Who's all with me? Who's all with me?
Y'all never played fair, so tell me why now should we care? Queen B told y'all a long time ago that we run the atmosphere. Did we build that? Yeah. Do we own that? Yeah. We even in the studios running playback. Shout out to AM and Sally, the young guards, all the G's like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how we feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. You wouldn't need it if you knew what we overcome. Do you know all we gotta overcome? But they ain't stopping nothing. Me and my girls on top, straight stunting. And we abide by a real strict code. Hands off my ex and homies over.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We play our way. I'd rather be me. Do work all day. We don't see defeat. Did we fly that? Yeah. Can we buy that? Yeah. We even run a full court, make it stack. Shout out to Maya Moore, the young guard, to all the girls like us. Yeah, we go hard. See, this is how it feel to be a champion. We might fall down, but we never run. So proud of them that we overcome. Do you know we gotta overcome? We bow down to none. I wanna hail out all my day ones. Time really does fly when you're having fun, but the party don't stop till we staring down the sun.
If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. Kick it! Kick it! If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door. If you try to shut us down, we'll show you just how we get down. And just to even up the score, we're coming kicking down your door.
We're awake, we're alive, got the fire in our eyes. We're the kings, we're the queens, and if this is just a dream, don't wanna wake up. Let this feeling break up. We're running free, running wild, never running out of style. Got the fight, got the stuff, got the never giving up. Not gonna shake us, nothing's gonna break us. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. You know the part of the song, everybody sings along. Well, that's us, listen up, shout it out and talking all night. The end is nowhere in sight. From the streets to the tracks, here's to never looking back, 'cause the past doesn't last. As long as we're together, just keeps getting better. Just keeps getting better. We know we are brighter than all the stars. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. We make the rules, break 'em when we want to. As long as we're together, we'll stay young forever. Forever. Young forever. We'll stay young forever. Unwinding every moment, like the clock is broken. Never stopping, never slowing. Yeah, we're living wide open. Unwinding